Happy Ganesh Chaturthi, friends. You must have maybe made a little Ganesh and may have already done the Visarjan, or maybe that's tomorrow for you. But we made our Ganeshas and they're in our puja room, but thought I'd bring this cute little Ganesh with me when I told the story. Wanted to share a story of when Ganesh was very little and he was almost too little to understand certain things. So he was playing in the forest around his home when he came across a cat. And the little cat was running around, and Ganesh decided to play with the cat. So first he brought a leaf and dangled it in front of the cat, and the cat tried to get it, and he laughed. He pulled it away, and the cat got even higher and tried to get it. And then he chased the cat around, and the cat ran around and played. And then after a while, Ganesh is like, let's go swimming. So he took the cat, and the cat did not seem to want to go in the water, but Ganesh picked the cat up by its tail and then dunked it in the water. And when he pulled the cat out, it was like, meow! And he's like, ha, you like that. He dunked the cat in the water again. And the cat went, meow! And Ganesh thought that was a great sound. And so he did that a few more times. Then he dropped the cat on the shore of the lake. And the cat started to run away. And Ganesh said, no, you don't. We're not done playing. And he grabbed the cat and he said, let's climb a tree. And so he climbed a tree, dragging the cat after him. And the cat, meow! He dragged the cat with him. He said, let's sit up in this tree. And then the cat was looking down. And then Ganesh said, now let's jump from the tree. And he threw the cat down. Then he jumped down. And the cat was like, meow! And then he dragged the cat around. He said, let's go around here. And he dragged the cat around the ground. And the cat got so fed up, it ran away. And Ganesh said, hey, I wasn't done playing. Oh, well. And he ran home to his mom. Now, his mom, Parvati, was sitting there. And when Ganesh saw her, he noticed that she looked like she was all dusty and her sari was torn a little bit. She had some scratches on herself and she just looked like she was unhappy and in pain. He said, Mommy, who did this to you? What happened to you? No one's even around here. Who did this? I'm going to get them. And Parvati said, well, what were you doing all this time? And Ganesh said, I was playing with the cat. I had such a fun afternoon. And Parvati said, did the cat have fun too? And Ganesh said, I think so. She kept going, meow. She said, are you sure? He said, well, maybe she tried to run away and then ran away. But what does that have to do with you? And Parvati said, Ganesh, whose mom am I? And Ganesh said, you're my mom. She said, yeah, only your mom? No, you're also my big brother Kartikeya's mom. We share you. Right, but I'm also the mother of the entire world, the entire universe. What? Yes, and that means that I'm within every being, every creature, every little part of the universe. I'm there. And so when you hurt something in the world, it hurts me. And Ganesh looked at his mom and he said, so wait, when I dragged the cat around and dunked her in the water, that was you? Yeah. And then when I kind of smacked it a little bit, that was you? Yeah. Oh no, and then when I dragged it up a tree behind me and then threw it down from the tree, that was you? Yes, Ganesh. And then when I chased after it and bothered it and then it ran away from me, that was you, right? Yes, Ganesha. Oh, Mommy, I'm so sorry. I didn't know. I didn't think. I didn't realize. Oh, how can I? Let me help you. Here, let me make you feel better. And Parvati said, why don't you go find the cat and see how you can help the cat? And Ganesh said, okay. So he went out into the woods again, forest, looking for the cat. And sure enough, he could hear it kind of moving around, but he knew that cat was mad at him. So he tried to call her, hey, kitty, 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 kitty. The cat was like, no thanks. So he put a little plate of milk out and he said, I wanted to say sorry. And so the cat came out slowly out from behind a little shrub and then sipped the milk. And then Ganesh gently scooped the cat up into his arms and he began to stroke the cat. And at first the cat was like, "Arr!" And then Ganesh calmly stroked and he said, I'm sorry, I hurt you. I didn't realize that you're a form of my mother, Parvati, and you're someone I should be so kind to. And so gradually the cat relaxed and she started to purr. And then Ganesh said, okay. And he kind of smoothed out her fur. And if she had a spot that she was not feeling well and if she was hurting, he kind of helped make her feel better. And then he said, I'll play with you again soon. And he sent her on her way. And then Ganesha came back to look for his mom. And his mom was sitting there looking back to normal. And Ganesh said, are you okay now? And she said, yes, look, I'm back to normal. And Ganesh said, Mom, I'll never forget that you are in the entire universe and that every being I meet is a form of you. And so Parvati hugged Ganesha and she said, I know you'll never forget. Now, Ganesh had a lot to think about over the next few days. And then, sometime later, when Shiva and Parvati were sitting on Kailash and Ganesha and Kartikeya were playing, just roughhousing like usual, Narad Muni came. Narad Muni came saying, Narayan, Narayan, Narayan. And he wandered around the earth and he came to Kailash, but in his hand, he carried something new. It was a golden fruit. And so Shiva and Parvati said, welcome, Narada, what do you have for us? And he said, I have something very special. This is an amazing mango. I have traveled the earth and I will tell you there is no mango as sweet or as juicy or as nectar-like as this mango. And so Ganesh and Kartikeya their mouths started to water and they came over and they said, I want it, I want it, I want it, I want it. And Narada said, no, 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 I think we should make this interesting. And Shiva said, what do you mean? And Narada said, I think we should have a friendly competition. How about whoever can circle the earth and come back first will win the mango? And Kartikeya said, done, that mango is mine. And he whistled and out came his peacock, his vahana, and Kartikeya jumped on the peacock and they went flying off into the sky until they were barely a speck up above the mountains. And Ganesha watched his brother go. And then he looked down at his short little legs and his big belly. And he looked over at the mouse that he rode on. And then he grumbled to himself, why is my brother always winning at everything? If we race, he wins. If it's like a fight, he always wins at arm wrestling and he just wins all the time. Then he acts like he's so smart all the time. He's grumbling. He's like, there's no point in even trying. I'm never going to beat my brother. I'm never going to get that fruit. Then he remembered something his mom had told him. She said, look, you may not be very fast, but your mind is the fastest there is. So he's like, I've got to use my mind. Think. What else had my mom said about how she was not just my mother, she was the mother of the... I got it. And so he said to his parents, he said, just sit right where you're sitting. Just don't move at all. And Shiva and Parvati said, okay, we're not moving, we're right here. And he said, okay. And so Ganesha began to walk carefully, but still quickly around his parents. And he circled them once and he bowed down to them and they started circling them again. And Shiva looked at Ganesha walking around them. He looked at his wife and Parvati looked at him and looked at Ganesha and didn't know what was going on. And Narada held the fruit and he's like, something's going on here. And Ganesha made one more circle. He said one more time and he made one more circle around his parents. He came back and he said, I win, give me the fruit. And Shiva said, how did you win? You just went around us. And Parvati said, what's going on? And Narada said, if you want the fruit, you have to explain what you just did, because we're all baffled. And Ganesha said, easy. My brother is going around the entire earth. Good for him. But I went not around the earth, but around the parents of the earth. And they're not just the parents of the earth, they're the parents of the entire solar system, the galaxy, the whole universe. And I went around them 3 times. So I win the fruit. And Narada looked at Shiva and Parvati and he said, yeah, you won. So he handed Ganesha the fruit, and Ganesha took the fruit. And he bowed to his parents one more time, and he sat in the corner to eat it. And that's exactly when Kartikeya came back, and he took one look at Ganesha and he said, that's not fair. And he stormed off. But that's a story for another day. Today, let's remember Ganesha's sharp mind and his ability to overcome obstacles, including his own insecurity and his own difficulty. And I hope you all celebrate Ganesh Chaturthi with a lot of fun and with some nice stories of Ganesha, and I'll see you again soon. Ganeshaya Namaha.